Right now, deep inside your brain, your cingulate cortex is shrinking, and the neurologists who discovered this admit they can't stop it. It sits wrapped around the deepest part of your brain, older than thought itself, and it is losing tissue every single day you avoid the hard thing. You can't feel it happening. There's no ache, no warning light. Just a slow erosion in the exact region that lets you push through difficulty, catch your own mistakes, and stay locked onto a goal when everything in you wants to quit. The scientists who scan it call it use-dependent atrophy. That's a clinical way of saying the part of you that does hard things is disappearing because you keep choosing not to do hard things. Here's the part that should scare you. This region, the anterior cingulate cortex, is your brain's effort broker. Every time you face a task and hesitate, it's the cingulate that runs the calculation. Is this worth the pain? And when you say no, when you scroll instead of start, when you pick the easy 5 minutes over the hard 15, you're not just avoiding a task. You're training this circuit to answer no faster next time. The avoidance becomes the default. The wiring that would let you say yes gets less blood flow, less myelin, less mass. Researchers scanning chronic avoiders, people who consistently choose comfort under mild stress, find measurably thinner cingulate tissue than people who routinely push through discomfort. The brain doesn't punish you for resting. It punishes you for never choosing effort at all. And here is where it gets worse. The neurologists studying this cannot reverse it with a pill. There's no compound that rebuilds cingulate volume on command. No supplement, no stimulation device approved for home use. Nothing you can swallow at breakfast that undoes years of avoidance. The people with the letters after their names, the ones who publish the imaging studies, will tell you privately what they won't put in a press release. This isn't a chemistry problem. It's a behavior problem wearing a chemistry disguise. You cannot medicate your way out of a habit of quitting. And here's the twist almost nobody talks about. The advice you've been given to reduce stress and rest more can actually make this worse. Pure rest without any effort exposure lets the avoidance pathway strengthen unchallenged. People who go on extended low-demand breaks, no deadlines, no friction, no decisions, often come back with worse follow-through, not better, because the cingulate had zero reason to fire. Comfort in large, uninterrupted doses is quietly the enemy here. Recovery isn't the absence of difficulty. It's difficulty in a smaller, safer container. There's a second threat stacked on top of this one, and it's sneakier. The cingulate doesn't just broker effort, it's also your error detection system, the thing that pings you the instant you drift off task or make a mistake. When it thins, that ping gets quieter. You don't just lose willpower. You lose the ability to notice you've lost focus in the first place. That's why chronic avoiders describe losing time, an hour gone, no memory of the drift. The alarm didn't go off because the wiring that rings it had already gone quiet. So here's the rule high performers actually use, the one that never makes it into productivity books because it sounds too small to matter, the 90-second rule. The cingulates is this worth it calculation happens fast, usually inside the first 90 seconds of considering a hard task. If you delay past that window, the avoidance signal wins, cortisol drops the idea, and you won't start. But if you physically begin, one sentence typed, one rep done, one page opened within those 90 seconds, you force the circuit to log a yes instead of a no. Do that consistently, and imaging studies on effort training show measurable thickening in as little as 8 weeks. Not motivation. Repetition, time to beat the brain's own hesitation window. Tonight, that means the moment you feel the pull toward the easy option, the phone, the show, the tomorrow, you have 90 seconds to physically start the hard thing instead, even for 30 seconds before the decision locks. Set a literal timer if you have to. The goal isn't finishing. It's beating the clock the cingulate is running against you, every single time, before it runs the tally in avoidance's favor. But the cingulate isn't working alone in this. Deeper in your skull, another structure has been quietly rewriting what you find rewarding at all, and it's the reason the 90-second rule stops working for some people after a few weeks.